What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are hillsides and mountains enough to climb. There are rivers and oceans enough to cross. Oh, listen, Lord, till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. No, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are moonbeams and sunbeams enough to shine. Don't you know, till the end of time, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's the only thing there's just little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for every one of us. Everyone. Every one of you. Everyone. Okay. Let me do this. A little fun one. The moon was really big recently. Okay. I think I'm ready. Ooh, 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 what a little moonlight can do. Ooh, 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 what a little moonlight can do to you. You're in love, your heart's a stuttering all day long. All you do is stutter 'cause your poor heart just won't utter the words, I love you, and ooh, what a little moonlight can do. Wait a while, and that moonbeam will beam right through. You'll get bold, you can't resist him, and all you'll say once you have kissed him is, ooh, what a little moonlight can do. Ooh, 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 what a little moonlight can do. Ooh, 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 what a little moonlight can do to you. You'll get bold, you can't resist her, and all you'll say once you have kissed her is, ooh, 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 what a little moonlight can do. Ooh, what a little moonlight can do to you. Woo, woo, wait as I'll and beam right through. You'll get bold, you can't resist them, and all you'll say once you have kissed them is, ooh, 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 what a little moonlight can do. That's right. Okay, well, I pray that my guests will not have technical difficulties on their end, but we're prepared if they do. We have videos in case they do. Me, I don't know. I would have to probably just do a tap dance for you because, okay, so I am very, very excited to have a wonderful tenor who happens to be related to me here today from Lucca, Italy. I have known Raffaello since I was about 14 years old, I think, when I first met him. And I knew his dad and all of this wonderful family in Italy. And he still lives in the house that my grandmother was born in. So I will now welcome Raffaello Mori, who is going to sing.
Can I go? And so I think that I will go. My friends, I forgive. I lay my case. We take that. I promise and worry I will and more, much more than this. I didn't Prince, I you, but nothing else. You can show. I think what I know you and so true is the force. Tell that I work and love much more than this. I give my when I become all that I could do, all I could do, I am my fear, my trouble and now at this stop, I find it go so easy to think I was that and yesterday nothing to carry. Oh no, oh no, I did
Fai una cosa di questo genere qui e siamo tutti.
Oh Lord, know me. I remember my
Ora facciamo la interview.
Va
We're
bene.
now going to have a little interview with you. I have my script. Ok. Allora, dimmi un po', raccontarci delle tue radici musicali. Tell us a little bit about your musical roots. And I'm going to translate.
Oh. Well, io te lo dico in italiano e tu poi lo traduci ovviamente in inglese per tutti gli amici.
Ok.
Le mie radici musicali, lo sai, io sono nato con mio padre, ho cominciato a cantare molto presto ed è mio padre che poi mi ha portato, mi ha avviato sulla strada della musica, del canto. Con lui ho suonato la chitarra, sono stato la prima voce nel suo gruppo e poi ho cominciato a studiare, prima ho studiato chitarra, poi ho studiato canto e poi mi sono dedicato alla musica, sia alla musica leggera che alla musica lirica.
Ok.
Questo più o meno stringendo e riducendo un po' le cose, questo.
So he started singing very early. Thanks to his father, he became very passionate about singing and music. His father was also a very popular singer in Tuscany. And he also learned to play the guitar first. Then he started singing, started studying singing. And then he found he had a tenor voice. So that led him to study opera. And he also can sing pop because he grew up with it. He sang in many places, theaters, squares, even in Rome, for a huge conference. He was saying for world medicine, they had a huge summit. And okay, e poi the next question in English is, what has been something good for you in 2020? And actually, yes, qual è stato qualcosa di buono nel 2020?
Beh, l'anno 2020, come sai, non è stato un buon anno per nessuno, perché abbiamo avuto, ovviamente c'è stato il problema Covid, è stato un problema a livello di tutto il mondo, per cui non siamo riusciti ad andare avanti col nostro spettacolo, con la nostra musica, con il canto e quant'altro. Però questo stare in casa, no? Questo stare bloccati senza poter fare spettacolo ci ha fatto capire quanto sia buono tutto sommato fare musica e quanto abbiamo bisogno della musica per andare ancora avanti. Speriamo che...
Ok, ho capito. Capito. Non hai scritto quello, però ho capito bene. I'm going to do real translating. We translated it in advance. But anyway, he said 2020 was a very bad year, of course, in COVID, with COVID, in particular for the entertainment sector, which he suffered a lot. He's part of a group called Il Salotto Lucchesi, which is composed of Cesare, Maria Teresa, Eliana, and Raffaello. And they had to cancel all the shows that they had planned. But he said the one thing that was good was it made you realize how important music was to keep you moving forward, like the power of music to soothe our weary souls. So, ok, e poi what are you looking forward to in 2021? Cosa ti aspetti nel 21?
Ma nel 21 io mi aspetto che passi il Covid prima di tutto e si possa tornare un po' alla normalità, si possa tornare a cantare con il pubblico, non soltanto online come facciamo adesso, ma riuscire ad avere un rapporto nuovo con il pubblico. E soprattutto io mi auguro che il nostro gruppo, che è il Salotto Lucchese, nato qui, dove vedi adesso che stiamo facendo la diretta, mi auguro che si possa tornare a cantare anche per voi, soprattutto per l'America, e praticamente tutti e quattro i personaggi che te hai nominato, Cesare, Maria Teresa, Eliana ed io, si possa ritornare a lavorare tutti insieme, che adesso per ovvi motivi non è possibile.
So first of all, he expects the pandemic to end in the world and we can return to a normal life. Then he'll start singing again with the band and performing with the audiences again. And I think we all miss the audiences. That's why this is so great to see you all again. Obviously, not only for the people, for I don't understand that. But anyway, the pause made him reevaluate the importance of the public and the audience and how much we miss the connection with our fans. Ok, allora puoi dirmi qualche cosa del soprano che canta con te? Can you tell me about the guest that you're going to be welcoming in a moment to help you sing something from Puccini.
Oh yeah. Allora, lei si chiama, il soprano si chiama Eliana Buanaccorsi, è un soprano che io conosco da tantissimi anni, veniva a cantare anche lei con mio padre quando andavamo per le sale, per i teatri, e da allora siamo rimasti sempre in contatto, abbiamo sempre fatto molte cose insieme, soprattutto perché essendo diventato io, diciamo, in parte un lirico, ho trovato in lei un braccio, un appoggio importante per poter fare le opere o quantomeno parti di opera, Puccini, Verdi, Leoncavallo e quant'altro.
So he said that the soprano who sings with me, Eliana Buanaccorsi, has studied a lot to reach a very good level of her singing. We've known each other for a long time. We've shared the stage many times together. I think even when he was young and his father, he would go to his father's, I think he knew her then. It's a pleasure to speak with her, to sing with her. And what you see here is the living room of her house. And this is here where our group, the Salotto, was born. So thanks to her mother, who helped, I guess, help them create the group. And he soon hopes to be able to let us listen to the other two members. Maybe he'll be back another time in the spring or in the summer, who are away right now due to COVID. So, okay, without further ado, I'll let him introduce her. And if any of you didn't take down, there was an attachment that I sent this morning that had all the translations of these operas, but let me just briefly say about this scene. I think I need the glasses again. This is from La Bohème, Giacomo Puccini's famous opera that premiered in 1896. It tells the stories of the Bohemians struggling to survive in 1830s Paris, loosely based on the Henry Murger novel, The Scenes de la Vie de Bohème. It is one of the most popular operas in the world. And in the first act, the poet Rodolfo, Raffaello is going to sing Rodolfo's part, sings this love song to Mimi, the young woman who has come to his attic on Christmas Eve, searching for a match to relight her candle. When the candle blows out, the two are left alone in this dark room, lit only by the moonlight. She drops her key, and the two clumsily struggle to find it. He pretends to search for it, but he grabs her hand. He serenades her, singing about his aspiration and his love of her. And then later, this is kind of a combination of two songs, Che gelida manina and Mi chiama Mimi.
Mi chiamano Mimi.
Yeah. Later in Mi chiamano Mimi, Rodolfo reveals to Mimi that he has fallen in love with her. He wants to know about her. He asks her to come to tell him something about her and her life. And she begins by telling him that her name is Mimi, but she was really named Lucia. So, okay, and the translation is in that document, but otherwise just enjoy the music. Okay.
Ma, Debra, mandi quella che... Se la lasci scaldare, cercare che giova, al buio non si trova. Ma per fortuna è notte di luna e quella luna bianca vicina. Aspetti, signorina, le dirò con due parole. Chissà che faccia come
Chi sono? Chi sono? Sono un poeta, che cosa faccio? Scrivo e come vivo, vivo. In povertà mia lieta, ciao dal grande Signore, rimedimmi d'amore e sogni venere e per castelli d'aria. L'animo entrare con voi curora dei miei sogni ovati e dei sogni miei tosto si dileguai ma il furto non m'ancora. Poiché fa prego stanza la speranza. Perché mi conoscete, parlate voi, ne parlate chi siete, mi piace di
Thank you, and I'll bring you back a little later. Ti vedi un po' più later. Ok.
Più tardi vuoi fare Caruso?
Sì, sì.
Ok.
Okay, ciao for now. Thank
Aspetta
you.
che tu mi chiami.
Okay.
A te. Ciao.
Silenzioso now. Okay, now I'm going to sing something in Italian for our Italian visitors. Vado a cantare qualche cosa italiano che era molto famoso qui anche negli anni 80, penso. De Tony Renis. This song was written by Tony Renis. Okay, this one I'm going to try. Dimmi quando tu vedrai, dimmi quando, l'anno, il giorno, l'ora in cui forse tu mi bacerai, l'ogni istante attenderò, fino a quando, improvviso ti vedrò. Sorridente accanto a me, se vuol dire di sì, devi dirla perché non fa senza per me la mia vita senza te. Dimmi quando tu vedrai, Dimmi quando, se baciando mi dirai, non ci lasceremo mai. Se vuol dire di sì, devi dirla perché non fa senza per me la mia vita senza te. Dimmi quando tu vedrai, dimmi quando, se baciando mi dirai, non ci lasceremo mai, non ci lasceremo mai, non ci lasceremo mai. Mai. You will never leave me once you kiss me. Yes. Most of you that have been on the shows before know I sing this a lot. Thank you for your clapping. I love the silent claps. That's so cute. Okay. So now we're going to another country, and we are going to London, England, where we have the oh so amazing Lynn Ruth Miller. Let me just tell you, I met Lynn close to the time when she started her comedy. Let me see. I met her 15 years ago. So it was maybe like 5 years into your comedy. And she started comedy at age 70. She's a total inspiration for everyone. And it's so perfect that you're here at the beginning of the year, Lynn, Ruth, because 2021, you can do anything you set your mind to. Every year, we've lost a year of our lives in a way, but I think we've gained a lot. And I've certainly gained a lot of inspiration this year from you. So she made it to Las Vegas on America's Got Talent in 2008. She won the People's Choice in 2009 at the Branson Comedy Festival. She was in the finals in Bill Ward's Funniest Female Contest in 2009. She was in the top 100 in Britain's Got Talent, not to mention winning both nights for the Texas Burlesque Festival, without taking off anything that really matters. It all matters. And she also was the best cabaret at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival in 2015, which I'm sure she will tell you was a real pivotal time for her. So at 87 years old, she is the oldest living, working comedian on either side of the pond. I bring you Lynn Ruth Miller.
Thank you very much. I'm Lynn Ruth Miller, and as I always say, if the rest of my body dripped the way my nose does, I'd have a much better sex life. As I said, I was 87 years old. I'm 87 years old, and I am living the dream. I am living the dream. All my life, I've always dreamt. When I was 16, I always dreamt of the day when my legs would have vivid splotches of color so they looked like tubular Kandinsky paintings. I dreamed of the moment when I could unhook my bra and my breasts would smack against my knee. I longed for the time when I would have more hair on my chin than my foo-foo, and now I've got it. 87, and as you can see, I'm actually American, although I live in London. And I thought now, because the country is so dissected, so angry, and so angry at each other, and things are so, I thought now would be a good time for me to go back and run for president because I'm just the right age. But you know, at my age, everybody, one of the things that's interesting is that everybody has guilt about the elderly. Everybody does have guilt. And if you use it right, people, it's worth money. I was having tea at a tea room, and I reached in my wallet to pay the waitress, and she said, "Oh, don't worry about it, honey. Just enjoy your cookie. Shall I soak it for you?" And I thought, oh my God, if it works here, it might work at Macy's. But it didn't. And the judge gave me 6 months for shoplifting, but I appealed and he reduced it to life. Actually, Actually, though everybody is afraid of aging, and that is really a sad thing to me. Everybody is afraid of aging. And I'm here to show you and to tell you there's absolutely nothing to be afraid of. This has been, without doubt, the best year of my life. Of course, I can't remember any of the others, but it has. I'm on my third car because I can't remember where I parked the other two. But the thing is, you have to get used to body changes. You have to get used to, for example, your cleavage, ladies, is in the wrong place. You can't wear, your cleavage is the wrong place. Putting on a bra is like a poker game. You know, you have to know how to hold them. You have to know how to fold them. I just roll mine up and use a clamp. But you have to have a whole different attitude. For example, when people talk to me, they say, what does it feel like to be 87? And I'm going to tell you what it feels like. Nobody, the other comedians never tell you what it feels like to be 87. And I figured that out. That's because they're all dead. But I'm going to tell you what it feels like to be 87. When I was young, when I dropped a coin on the floor, I'd pick it up. Now, if I drop a coin on the floor, I look at it and I think, is it worth it? It's the same thing with men. When I was young, if a man came on to me, I'd say, yeah, why not? Now, if a man my age comes on to me, I look at him and I think, is he worth a hip? Do I want to change his diaper? And then I go to a movie. I know the thrills are secondhand, but at least you know they're coming. But the thing is, you have to learn that when you're older, you're playing a different game. You're playing a different game. I mean, I passed my sell-by date 40 years ago, but you're playing a totally different game. I remember, and those of you who are from San Francisco, I was at a place called Sterling Court, and this woman who must have been in her, well, she must have been very close to my age. I was younger at the time. And she said to me, well, she said, I've got to get a tummy tuck. I said, why do you have to get a tummy tuck? She said, well, because I look lousy in a bikini. And I said, listen, sweetie, the men you're going to attract won't even know if you have a bathing suit on. They can't see. Well, you spend your money on a cruise. And then there's, of course, the men. All old men are looking for younger women. And I'm wondering what's going to happen when that erection that they're counting on turns to the consistency of brie. It's a whole different game. I mean, I was looking in the mirror the other day and I looked and I thought, oh my God, my eyelashes have disappeared. My eyelashes have disappeared. And I thought, what's next? First, it was my armpits, then it was my pubic hair. What's next? My nostrils? But then I looked a little closer and I realized, no, they had just turned gray. So I put a lot of mascara on it and then I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anything at all. But one of the things that I really love, the things that have changed so much since I was young, is how liberated women are. I think we should, let's hear it for women. Now, I can't hear you, but please cheer for women. We've come such a long way. Thank you very much. The only one that wants a mink coat these days is a mink. That's right. We thought diamonds were a girl's best friend. Now I think it's Botox. I just got, yeah, now I think it's Botox. And all the women today are so liberated. They are so liberated. I mean, for example, they all have rings. They all have rings in their nose and rings in their eyebrow and rings in their, and I decided if you want to be really, really hot, you have to have a ring. So I got a nipple ring. I keep my car keys in it so I won't lose them. When I get in the car, I just unlace my shoes and there they are. I think, Debra, yeah, I've been in lockdown. I've been in lockdown now since March. And I mean, you know, and I live alone. I live alone. And and I live all alone in lockdown. And they say that touch is a human right. Well, you tell that to the UPS driver. The only kisses I've been getting are Hershey's. And I'm going to end this because I think Deborah's looking restless. I'm going to end this by singing you my lockdown song. Now, this is a lockdown song for England. I don't know if you're as locked down in the Bay Area or if all of you are cheating or if all of you are dropping dead. But here in the Bay Area, in London, we are locked down. And this is the way I live. Let's see if I can remember all the words. Due to the fact that I'm so fucking old, I probably will forget half of them. But here we go. I wear masks of blue, face visors too. Then I am safe talking to you. The people I meet stand 6 feet apart. I can't smell their breath. I can't hear them fart, and I say to myself, what a wonderful world. I wear my yellow slicker when I go on the town. I want to stay dry when they hose me down. I can't hug and kiss the people I meet. Now I don't have to brush my teeth, and I say to myself, what a wonderful world. Boris gives us money so we can eat, but it isn't even enough to buy a sweet. I see groups of 6 out on a walk, spewing saliva as they talk, and I say to myself, everyone can join in, what a wonderful world. Because I'm 87, they say that I'm at risk. It's been 6 fucking months since I've been kissed. The people I meet are all on Zoom. I need something human in the room. My mask is all soggy. It's covered with spit. The toilets are germy. I can't take a shit. And I say to myself, everyone, what a wonderful world. Yeah, what a wonderful world. And thank you. I've been Lynn Ruth Miller. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lynn Ruth Miller. Woo, woo, woo. And the world is a wonderful world with you in it.
A lovely, wonderful world.
Okay, well, we're going to have our little interview.
Okay.
I feel like I'm on Letterman or something because it's late night and you're here with me. It's late night it isn't even late night in London. What is it? 8 o'clock. It's early night with Debra Mugnani in London. Lynn, what are you grateful for from 2020?
You know, I'm grateful that I'm breathing. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm grateful that what I did, you know, it's very difficult to learn new careers. And when the lockdown happened, I said to myself, well, you can't, I was scheduled to tour the world then. I was going to Dublin, I was going to Ghent, I was going to Amsterdam and Berlin, I was going to Saigon, I was going to Bangkok, I was going to Jakarta. I had that all scheduled. And I thought, okay, this has happened, and now you have to live with what's now. And what I've done is I've learned to do comedy online. I put out a book. I'm grateful. I have a book. This is it, Getting the Last Laugh. I've fallen in love. It's been a wonderful year for me. I've got my visa for Britain. It took me 7 years.
Wow.
Okay.
And what about, well, what are you looking forward to in 2021?
My new show. I'm going to write a new show about what it really feels like to be 87, and about the doors that are closed to me because of my own limitations, because of my own preconceived notions, and because of the world's preconceived notions. You know, when you're my age, you're invisible. Most people look at you and they say they think I don't know what I'm talking about, and I probably don't, but that's because I tell jokes, but I actually do. You're invisible, and you don't realize that life can go like this, but my life has. The truth is that if you met me, Debra, and if you met me, I've been doing comedy now for 17 years, and my life has gotten better every year, every year. And most people, most young people, and all of you are young people to me, think that as you get older, your life is going to diminish, that it's going to be narrower and narrower. And it does not have to be. It does not have to be. You have choice. And look, when you say to me, I am unhappy, I say to you, it's the way you're looking at what's happening. If you look at the good things that are happening, you'll be happy. When you interpret what's happening to you as a negative thing, then you're unhappy. And all the people around you are unhappy. What I do is I make fun of it all. So that's what I'm grateful for.
I love it. And do you want to say briefly what it's like to be an expat in London? I don't think I've known anybody who's made the trip over the pond and lived there for what, 5 years now?
7.
7.
Came here in 2014, and it's 2021. England, the people in England are very welcoming. You think of them as very reticent, but they're not. They're very welcoming. They're very open once you get to know them. And it's a different feeling because this is a small country. I'll walk down the street and people will actually recognize me, and I am nothing in London. I'm really nothing. I've had
You are something.
I was in an escalator in Marks and Spencer, and I was going up. Someone was coming down, and they said, "Oh, I saw you on first date." I mean, you just don't have that in America. I walked around San Francisco for 30 years, and nobody knew who I was. In London, they know who I am. They recognize me, and they know who I am, which is really unbelievable. And of course, part of it is because I'm so old. Nobody else this old is. But
Right.
but they do. It's a smaller country. Things like they share the same jokes. Everybody in this country has watched the same television, so you can do an in-house joke that everybody in the whole country will get. You can't do that in America. And
No, not anymore.
and in England, you can be much more obtuse with your comedy. In America, you have to get right in there and just say the joke. You do it. But in England, you can build up to it a little bit more. I do more stories. I did American type comedy for you, which is I just say it and do the punchline, say it and do the punchline. But in England, I will do longer stories and they will follow me. They will actually, or it's in America, they can't.
Right.
Living,
We don't have the attention span anymore now here.
oh, well, they don't either. They're so dumb.
Well, Lynn, I want to thank you so much for taking this opportunity. And it's been a blast for me to even the rehearsal call was so much fun. I would love to call you once a week and just keep having, let's have a spot of tea sometime, or maybe with a bit of something in it. But anyhow, I hope maybe we'll have you back when you write that new show. You can give us a taste of it in the future.
And I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I am going to leave you because I have things to do and it's getting late tonight. But thank you
Yes.
so much, and all the best to all of you.
Yeah, let's give Lynn Ruth another invisible round of applause.
Thank you, everyone. I'm seeing you.
I'll take a picture of that and so you can see it. Oops. Oh, I don't know how to do it. Command, Shift, keep clapping. Command, Shift, 3. Clap, 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 clap. Okay, there. Okay, take care. And now I am going to move on and sing a little something. Oh, I guess I should plug in. I don't know what sounds better. I was doing all these sound checks and now I just won't speak. Okay, so this is moving forward. Actually, I wanted to wear this. I know you've already had your New Year's Eve, but because it was such a whopper of a year, I thought maybe it would be a good idea to sing Auld Lang Syne. So feel free to sing along if you know the lyrics. And I will play. Help if I had the chords handy. Okay. Can you hear me okay? Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of Auld Lang Syne? For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne. There goes the hat. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. We two have run about the slopes and picked the daisies fine, but we've wandered many a weary foot since Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne. Goodbye 2020. Thank you. So I am going to bring back Raffaello Mori from Lucca, Italia, which is in Tuscany, and he is going to sing Caruso, a beautiful song by, what is the name of the man? Somebody balla, called Caruso.
Caruso.
And this is about, I'll just tell them briefly. I've always loved the way this song sounds, but the story was the man who wrote the song went to a hotel in Sorrento, I think, where Caruso had spent a few days very close to the end of his life. And so he used the scenes from that area to write this song about the love that Caruso felt for one of his young students. And so this is the song he sang to her. Okay.
Si schiarisce la voce e ricomincia il canto. Te voglio bene assai, ma tanto bene sai. È una catena ormai che scioglie sangue in te sai. Vide le luci in mezzo al mare, penso alle notti là in America, ma erano solo lampade e la bianca scia di un'eredità. Sentì il dolore nella musica, si alzò dal piano forte. Quando vide la luna uscire dalla nuvola, gli sembrò più dolce anche la morte. Guardò negli occhi la ragazza, quegli occhi verdi come il mare. Poi all'improvviso uscì una lacrima e lui credette di affogare. E voglio bene assai, ma tanto bene sai. È una catena ormai.
Come si sente male?
Potenza della lirica, dove ogni dramma è falso, e con un po' di dubbio fra bambini puoi diventare un altro. Ma due occhi che ti guardano, così vicini e veri, ti fa scordare le parole, confondono i pensieri. Ma sì, è la vita che finisce, e lui non ci pensa poi tanto. Anzi, si sentiva già felice e incominciò il suo canto. Le voglio bene assai, ma tanto bene sai.
Grazie a lei. Thank you. That was beautiful. Oh, it's such a rich song. Well, this time has gone so quickly for me. Maybe not so quickly for you. Okay, here we go. Io vado a cantare ora il fino, per il fino. Ok.
Ok. Un
Io
bacio,
canto.
grazie.
No, stai qui, stai qui.
Sto qui.
Non usce,
certo.
non usce. Ok.
No.
Be zooming you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park, across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be zooming you whenever I can get away, whenever we can find a day. It's always so much fun to say, let's Zoom today or Saturday. And when the night is through, I'll be looking at the moon and I'll be zooming you. Well, I want to thank everyone, first of all, for coming to the show today. I want to thank our delightful guests, Lynn Ruth Miller, Raffaello Mori, Eliana Buanaccorsi, and I want to also thank our Zoom master, Lyuba Venable, and her assistant, Patricia Jones. Thank you so much. I would lose my mind if I had to do that. And I want to let you all know that if you enjoyed our performances or the effort that we put into this, please consider donating to the San Francisco or Marin Food Bank. The link is being posted in the chat now, and I will also be emailing it to those that have registered. There are also lots of links that we want to share with you in the chat. We're having Lynn Ruth Miller's website, Raffaello's Facebook page for his group, my Facebook page. I don't know what other pages, but we put different links in the chat. And I believe you can save the chat if you right click on the little 3 dots. It'll say save the chat. And we will be returning again. Hold on a second. We will be, the next show will be Valentine's weekend on the 13th. So it will be Saturday evening, and the special guests will be back by popular demand. Actually, all 3 of these have been on different shows. Pamela Carrara will be dancing for us again. And today she'll be dancing in the breakout room. You can all dance with her, but she will be performing a really fun, I'm hoping we'll do a song that I've done before. So I'll be singing and she'll be dancing. I don't know if we can do it, but maybe I can record it. And then Molly McGivern will be back. She's in Montreal and she'll be joining us. and Charlie Perkins, who was on the, and there's a typo there. I just noticed. we need to get that fixed. He is a guitarist and vocalist, and he will be joining us. And that is February 13th from same deal. The show is from 6 to 7, but we'll do the mingling before and afterwards. So please sign up for that. My goal is to have to upgrade my Zoom account because we have 100 people that can come onto the Zoom. So I think we need to have 110 people signed up before I'm going to worry about that. So let's see, have I forgotten anything else? We are leaving the breakout rooms open. So what will happen is Lyuba will open the breakout rooms, and if you were already in a breakout room, it automatically sends you back to that breakout room. But if you want to leave, you just click, I think leave, or click on breakout room, whatever you see, and you can choose another one to go to. So you may want to go and thank Raffaello. Unfortunately, Lynn Ruth had to leave, so there will be fun in all the breakout rooms. The tarot card reader. Oh, I want to thank Sandra Alley for sharing her tarot reading skills with everyone. And I also want to thank Pamela Carrera for being on the dance, in the dance room.